Hey guys, it's ApTreX here, and apparently we have now the first Xbox emulator for Android devices in the world. Now before you get too excited and try out this emulator for your own self, I want you guys to watch the full video for my complete honest verdict on this apparent Xbox emulator for Android devices known as Xanite, which was released just today. I'll be trying to set it up, we'll be trying to emulate some Xbox original games, and I'll be telling you guys the truth about this emulator, if it is a real Xbox emulator or not. So before getting started, if you guys are new here, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification as I upload similar videos on my channel. Let's jump right into our video. To get started, if you have been keeping up with emulation news, you guys know that Xanite is supposed to be an Xbox original as well as Xbox 360 emulator that is completely open source for Android devices. Now on its official GitHub, you guys can check out the game's compatibility, along with that the minimum requirements. So if we just go ahead and scroll down, you can see for Xbox original you need Snapdragon 855 or better processor, RAM should be at least 4 GB minimum and 8+ GB is recommended. And for Xbox 360, right here are the minimum requirements. Now this emulator was scheduled to be released today and it is finally here, but it is not what you expect. Now you need at least Android version 10 or above if you want to use this emulator, by the way. And if we just go to the releases, the latest Xanite version 0.1 was released, and you guys can read, it says you can now play Xbox classic games right on your Android devices. It does not mention the Xbox 360 emulation. So in the Xanite version 0.1, the developer has mentioned that Xbox 360 games will not be playable. They are currently focusing on Xbox emulation now, and then only they will be working on Xbox 360. Now I'll give my verdict and the truth about this emulator towards the end of this video, so don't try this emulator out just now. Hear me out first. So in this official version, Android 14 and 15 are not supported. It will just cause an crashing issue. Now there is a fixed version available for this which I have added on my Android device, and that is the same version which I'll be trying it out. It is written that we have built this emulator for high performance, so the CPU and GPU emulation mimics the original hardware. Now Xanite is a very controversial emulator because the source code available on its official GitHub is a complete mess, and honestly everyone are confused to what this emulator actually is. So I'll be testing it out for myself. I have added this Xanite Xbox emulator on my Android device. As you can see, this emulator is about 300 MB and it is the version 0.1. so let's just go ahead and launch it. Afterwards it will ask for this permission, so let's tap on this button and enable it. But I want you guys to watch the video first and not try this emulator out. For now, I'll give you the reasons later. So here we go, Xanite emulator. Towards the top right corner you will see the settings where we have language as well as theme section, where we can choose the dark theme, but nothing really changes. We have the build number, and the aspect ratio is completely messed up. As you can see, it has a very small aspect ratio, as if this emulator was built for older devices, or if it is just using an UI for older devices. And it also appears that the UI is built on Android Studio app, because this is just the basic Android application UI that you get. And here we have three sections: Xbox Original, Xbox 360 as well as Select option. Now if we go to Xbox Original, it says emulator ready, and if we tap on this button you can import your Xbox original games. It also says BIOS is ready, so I'm not really sure. I did not import any BIOS, so I have no idea how it is saying that. It also says in Xbox 360 no games found, because I have not imported any Xbox 360 game. We also have the Select option to go through the internal stuff of the emulator, but first of all we'll go to the Xbox Original section. Afterwards I'll import my Xbox original games. So here I have tapped on the game. Let's see if it gets import. I want to try out Halo 2, and still it says no games found, as you can see. And if I just go ahead and tap on the dashboard, it says emulator is being initialized, and then all we see is a black screen. Now this emulator does not have any settings. Okay, now the theme change applied. As you can see, now it is a black theme. After you import the game, you guys can notice one thing. So here I'll just go ahead and hold this Xanite emulator, and in app info you guys can see the game size is being reflected here. So apparently the game should be imported, but if I just go ahead and refresh this library in the Xbox Original category, it does not show my game at all, which literally means that this emulator is not even detecting our games. And if we just go ahead and tap on the Xbox game, once again as I mentioned before, just black screen, nothing else. So let's try restarting this emulator to see if our game shows up then. So here I have restarted it. We'll go to Xbox 360, nothing there, and in Xbox Original we still don't have our game, which means that this emulator is completely non-functional as of right now. In the 0.1, I think this is just the UI of the emulator. Now previously many people were asking the developers of Xanite to provide an early version of it. They were saying that they don't want to provide an non-working build, they will only publish 0.1 version of this emulator when the emulator is actually capable of emulating games. But for now you guys can see nothing works at all, so this does not keep up to its hype at all. So the emulator is non-functional, and According to the developers, they are saying that wait till the version 0.3 for something playable experience or Xbox game support, etc., which I don't believe will be the case. So in my opinion, I would recommend you guys not to try out this emulator for now, and if there are any new updates regarding Xbox emulation on Android, then I'll let you guys know. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification, and stay tuned for the upcoming updates regarding the Xbox or even Xanite emulator for Android.